Hey, good morning, everybody.
Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey, thank y'all for joining me today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you joining me from. I really appreciate it. We got a lot to talk about. I'll give some shout outs until we get some people on here. Shout out, first of all, to the NTZ in the house. JH, I see you, man. Thank you, brother, for everything you do to keep this a safe and respectable place. We try to keep it civil, not a lot of foolishness, but sometimes even I'm guilty of that. Wonders of Life, how you doing? Good morning. Oliver T. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, because it's spelled Olivia T. Hey, Robert Morris. C. Brown in the house. I want to thank you, Sam Champion. I got on one of your shirts, man. Let me show these guys. He sent this a 2X, so you see how big and, I like it like that. Not the tiny stuff that a lot of these other, over here a 2X, the sleeves is up here on me. That's a true story. Hey, I love the chime. What's going on? Yeah, we're going to talk about karaoke today because it's a big deal over here. And when you come to the Philippines, they're going to ask you to sing. I'm sorry. If you're shy, this isn't a place to be shy. I've done it one time at the beach. I didn't have a choice. My girlfriend made me do it. So I sung straight to her. I didn't look at nobody else. And come to find out, nobody was even paying attention anyway. One's the Life said, I believe the ladies on your videos are sending me personal messages. I hope that's a joke, because how would they know? But I do got some news about that. Because as you see on Facebook, they've commandeered the contest. And I'm not going to let that happen. The Miss Sunshine Shoulders, the first Miss Sunshine Shoulders beauty pageant, is going to be based on beauty, not popularity. So I'm going to let them vote and play all the tricks and the games that they do to get their votes until the top 10. Then we're going to bring it here on Facebook. I'm going to have the top 10 finalists make me a 1-minute video introducing themselves to everybody, where they're from, and telling us in a general way why they should be the first annual Miss Sunshine Shoulders. That way, it's going to give us a chance to vote and have a say. Because right now, it's just a popularity contest. And, the beauties aren't even in the top 10. It's the most popular. So I made that change now since the contest just started. No more changes, but we're going to bring the finals to YouTube, make it a lot more a fair playing field. JH likes that number 17. Yeah, she's beautiful. And what I'm going to tell you about Filipinos, man, if you've never been over here, they have this innocent beauty. It's mesmerizing, really. That's the only word I can use. And that's why I try to tell you guys, chatting and all that stuff is okay. But once you get over here, you're going to forget everything Sunshine Shoulder said, everything JH said, I Love LaChon said, C. Brown said. You're going to forget all of that when you see this beautiful woman waiting for you, man, because that's not even scratching the surface. Filipinos are so shy and they're so bashful, but then they've got this foolish pride. A lot of them, they want to join, but they're afraid of what their friends and family are going to joke with them and stuff like that. But I told one of my subscribers, Stephen Wong, today, I said, this contest is really about giving people some hope right now. I mean, it's some really bad times right now over here, guys. Y'all not reading it in the paper. I'm gonna tell you something. Friday, over 17,231 new COVID cases, the highest since the pandemic started. Then Saturday, 16,694, the second highest. They're talking about, an expert said, in order for the Philippines to get out of this alive, they have to go to some draconian measures, strict lockdowns. Uh, Something like what China did, something like what New Zealand did, they're going to be in big trouble. So I'm looking for this place to really shut down in the next week or two, man. I'm telling you, the numbers are getting up there. They got this organization called Octa, and I apologize, I didn't look that up to tell you what it means, but it's a research group over here that's taking some heat from a lot of these politicians, but come to find out, they're telling the truth. They're mathematicians, they're scientists, they're not doctors. And, they're giving out this information on the COVID and this new Delta variant. Everything they said is true. They said the low end was 18,000, which it almost hit 18,000 Friday. The high end, 30,000 a day. So, yeah, it's getting ready to get ugly. So the Sunshine Shoulders contest is give some people some hope, and at the same time, help them, man. You're talking about a 10,000 peso first prize. That's a lot of money over here, and they can hope for just a little bit, that they might win. The exchange rate right now is 50.33 for anybody who wants to know. But yes, it's a very small sample of what's waiting for you over here. But I want to thank, if any of the contestants are watching, I want to thank you for joining. Because there's some fine women on there. I don't care what you like. It's there. Let's see. Yeah, I was thanks. Me and John, we went to there's a foreigner over here. He's from Canada. His name is Doug. I don't know his first name, but he owns a resort about 10 minutes from here. It's called Small Fry Resort, and man, the food is good. All right, you're going to get your money's worth from this place. We had the chicken wings, French fries. We had and the nachos, and then we had something called the locals call it dynamite, but they called them something bombs, but they're called dynamite, and they're hot peppers with melted cheese, and they're deep fried in like a egg roll type shell. They're delicious. I mean, everything was good. And it's right, he's got a resort. It's right there on the beach. The rooms are cheap. They run anywhere from $650 for the tree house, which is popular. Then they've got some family rooms in between for like $1,100, $1,700. And then they've got a big room that's for 11 people. It's $32. I'm thinking it's $3,250. And then they've got the deluxe suite is $3,800. But yeah, he asked me, I asked him, could I do a review? And he told me, yeah. So in the next week or so, I'm going to give you guys a review. But yeah, if you come here to San Carlos City, put that on your Small Fry Resort. And thank you, Doug. Him and his wife was great hosts yesterday. I don't drink, but hell, after it was over with, hell, they were bringing out free beer to John. He was happy. John was drunk last night. And maybe that's why he's not on here. But, hey, Des is Hangout Haven. Thanks for joining us. Efren Dunlap, he says, good morning, Calvin. How do you deal with expired debut cards or debit card? Well, me, here's what I did. I got lucky. When mine expired, it went to my, it went to America, and then my wife, she came back over here last September. So it's been almost a year since she gone. and she brought it with her. But normally what I would do before I left, Efren, here's what I would do. And my card is running low. I would go ahead and just order me a new one, report it lost or stolen, and get you another one. Get you another 3 or 4 years or whatever before I came over here. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Hey, Jason Flint, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining me. Jeffrey Tedder. Yeah, so you guys are going to be able to vote on your favorite for the Miss Sunshine Shoulders contest. What's up, Brad Jones? Smoky Mountain Modeler, good to see you. Steve Burns, thank you. Jacob Tanjay. He said Jake T is in the house from Houston, Texas. Steve Brown said, Cal, you're a wild man. Elfrin Dunlap says you burn out doing yourself with the beauty contest. I don't understand. What do you mean, Elfrin? Hey, Chuck Smash. He said, good morning, Sir Calvin. Thanks for all the fantastic content. Now, thank you, man, for your support, just from watching the content, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it, really. I just share with you my experiences, man. A lot of things that go across my mind. Hey, man, good time. Hey, Bobby G. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Colin B. I see Carmen's on here. How's the weather in Mexico, Carmen? Last time I talked to you, you said it was getting pretty bad there. Sorry, guys. She made me some tea and left the damn lemon seeds in here. I don't like that. Willie Rivers said, what's up, Cal? I'm ready to come to the Philippines, man. From Toledo, Ohio. I don't blame you, man. That's over there by where King James is from, right? J.H. said, hit the like button and step on all dirty, rotten apples. All right, brother. Michael Gladney said, great channel. Keep it up. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Carmen says, I'm not too shy to sing. And Carmen really can sing. If you ever went to church and you hear those ladies that get up there and sing, that's what Carmen sounds like. I was shocked. I mean, she could probably make a record. I love LaChine. How you doing, Adam Chenoweth? I said, no way, Calvin, I can't karaoke. Yeah. And, the thing about it, man, we're so is that self-conscious about everything. And really, they're not even paying attention. Because I'm thinking people are looking at me, man, I'm sweating, my palms are sweating. Nobody's even watching me. All of this around my shirt is wet. I really was terrified. I was petrified because I'm wondering why my girlfriend's laughing because I was just looking at her singing. And nobody was even paying me not one bit of attention, man. But, yeah, they got some great singers over here. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of them can't speak a bit of English where you can understand them. But when they start singing that song, especially the men, man, I mean, they speak perfect English. They start sounding like those old-timey singers, like something like Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, like that. It's funny, man. Daz's Hangout Haven, you should have sent some of your female viewers over here to join my contest. I got a 10,000 peso first prize. I don't know if you checked that out, but yeah, this is the first annual because I'm going to do it every year. And hopefully the prizes will get big. Hopefully we can make this thing big. The next time, the finals, I'm going to do it live, the finals. I'm going to find some kind of way to do that. And make it a real beauty contest. Because they love beauty contests over here. Jeffrey Tedder said, that's a good idea. Many ladies tag their friends. Yeah. But what I'm going to do is, Jeffrey, on the finals, we're going to take it off Facebook, put it on YouTube, and give some people a better chance. Because I never even thought about it because, I'm not too technically savvy or anything on this Facebook. And the minute I said that the winners will be determined by votes, it was flawed. Because I look up, man, and people are, they're just manipulating. Filipinos, they spend a lot of time on on Facebook. They know every trick in the book. They basically commandeered the contest, and I don't want that. I want it to be a beauty contest, not a not a popularity contest. Hey, Janet Nord, he says, have a blessed Sunday. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Stephen Bryson, he says, hello, Calvin. My first live in weeks because of work. Nice to see you live. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks for, joining me. Let's see what we got here. Soul School music lovers, those eyes, Cal. How they get them? I don't know, man. I tell you what. I'm really, I'm pleasantly surprised with the entries that I got. We got some stunners in there, guys. And, but that's just, I just scratched the surface. Even in San Carlos, man, I'm telling you, some beautiful women over here. Derek Casanova said, wow, almost worse than Indonesia. It's going to get worse over here. All right, they've already, the experts have already come out weeks ago warning what's going on. They didn't want to listen, and now they have no choice. They got to go to some draconian measures. They get ready to get real strict over here. I may not be able to leave even if I wanted to be honest with you. That's why I'm trying to get out as much as we can. We went by Small Fry Resort yesterday. It's in Calatrava, but it's not all the way in Calatrava. So it only takes you about half the time to get there. And Doug's really got some good food. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm going to put him second behind Ma'awani. And really, Ma'awani could be 1, and he's going to be 1A. So when you guys get here, check Doug out. But Doug, I'm going to have to put him up there because he's got a resort. It's right on the ocean. So it's not, and me and John was talking yesterday. Doug is living like most of us when we think of island living. That's how he's living. I mean, he's really living good. I mean, imagine he lives at the resort, right there on the beach, right there on the ocean. It don't get any better than that. He's got a beautiful wife. Hey, I don't even think he's old enough to retire. That's what he was telling me yesterday. That's the reason why he bought the resort, because he wasn't old enough to retire, so he bought that. I love the Chan said they're so warm. I love their genuine personality. Anyway, I have to go to gate 29 now. Oh, okay. You fine? Where you going? I love the Chan. But he's right. Brad Jones says it's giving me hope. Man, it's so many that you wouldn't even believe it. Hey, John, glad you could join us. Yeah, John was feeling pretty good yesterday. Colin B said, I see the San Carlos has some beautiful women in the contest, really some hidden gems. Yeah, you wouldn't even know. I mean, they scratched the surface. Filipinos have this foolish pride, man. 10,000, I'd have joined if I could. Maxima said, I thought it was a 5,000 first prize. Did you raise the first prize? Yeah, one of my subscribers, he sent me 5,000 pesos. He said, man, jack that up to 10,000. Let's really help some people during the pandemic. And when he did that, and I made the announcement, okay, at the time he did that, I had 21 entrants. When I made the announcement that it was up to 10,000 for the first prize, it doubled. And that's what we wanted to do. I thought I was going to have at least 100 because I've got a lot of followers on my Facebook page because it's dedicated to helping Filipinos during the pandemic. A few of y'all filter in there every now and then, but mostly it's Filipinos on there. I thought I'd get more, but they've got this foolish pride. Eric, Hubbard says, a big dog, it's your boy from California. I watch you every night at work, money. You get me through my night. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Rick 5014 said, here in America, the Afghan refugees are about to flood black neighborhoods, but Haitians are left alone. Scratch my head. Yeah, we're not going to get in that politics, but yeah, you're probably right. Same as what happened with the Palestinian situation, you know, but it was just like me in prior to 2009, I promise you. And I'm not being racist or anything. It's just that I didn't see many Asians a lot in Louisville, Kentucky. You know, I served with Filipinos in the service, but that was years ago. And hey, Nifty, I really couldn't tell a Chinese from a Korean, from a Japanese, from a Filipino. I couldn't, but now I can. And it's the same when the Palestinians came to America with this Israeli crisis. They put them all in the black neighborhoods, and people was calling them Iraqis, Iranians, but really they're Palestinians. But then there are Iraqis and there are Iranians in the black community now. So the Afghans are next. But yeah, we won't touch that, man, you know, because we don't have no say-so and all that. Hey, Levon White, thanks for joining us, brother. Appreciate it. Benny from the Bronx said, what's the closest major city to St. Carlos? Well, the closest is Bacolod, but just as close, Bacolod City, but just as close as Cebu City. Bacolod is just a tad over 2 hours through the mountains. Cebu, on a good day with no traffic, it's about 2.5 hours. You got to take the fast craft from San Carlos to Toledo. You got to go across the ocean or the sea. That's about 45 minutes. Then it's another hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes in the van. So yeah, but then you got Dumaguete. I believe Dumaguete's west of here, if I'm not mistaken. No, south of here. And it's 4 hours. John said it took them 4 hours to get to Dumaguete. And Benny, you got to realize that once you get to Bacolod, you can take another fast craft, and it's another 45 minutes to Iloilo City. So we're right around a bunch of places, to be honest with you. But nowhere in the Philippines are you more than an hour and 20 minutes away on an airplane. I can go from here to Manila in an hour. Mike Don said, where's Big John? He's on here now. John was drinking beer out of the bottle yesterday. The guy said, hey, Doug said, hey, you want me to bring you a glass? John said, no, ain't no sense in dirty in a glass. John was drinking them down. He drank 2 litros and then about 2 or 3 beers that Doug gave him for free. Hey, man, Eustace, what's going on, brother? Ricky Fuller says, I thought you was here back in USA. No, I was talking about my visa is coming up, man. Hell, it might as well be September. We got about what, 1 more week, a little bit over a week, and we're September. Hell, my visa's up in December 5th. But it's gonna be I'm going back kicking and screaming, Ricky Fuller. You know, I may talk to my man and see if he can work some magic. Because I really don't want to go back, man, you know. Hey, Sam Llewellyn, thanks for joining us. He said, Cali love. What part of Cali? I think I asked you before. Derek Casanova said, hit the like button. Yeah, it's free, guys. Hey, Ingrid Davis, thanks for joining us. James Adventures Near and Far Philippines says, break out the Red Horse whiskey and food. Let's sing. Yeah. We was at the resort yesterday, and see, Doug is one really gave me this idea for this, but he gave me another idea that I may do if I can do it. He said I need to go around and videotape some of these singers, because some people just can't sing over here, and and put it on Facebook. But man, yeah, because it was a lady, she was wailing. That's all. She wasn't singing, she was wailing at the resort next to his. Hey, thanks for joining me, Brad Jones. He said, man, I missed you all week doing work. You got to work, especially you in the West, man. Okay, Efren Dunlap. He said, been out doing yourself with the beauty pageant. It's just something I thought about, man. It's right now, man, it's really getting, we're self-quarantining, really. Yesterday was the first time I've been out in a long time anywhere, other than playing tennis, coming right home. And what happened? Not open, huh? What happened? Oh, it's under there. She went to the market. It's getting pretty boring around here, man. It's getting ready to lock down. So I said, let me do something to liven it up a little bit, have a little fun, and help people at the same time. And I'm glad you guys liked it, really. But I'm bringing the finals to my YouTube channel so y'all can have a say in the winner. Because right now it's just a popularity contest, and the most beautiful women aren't even really in the top. They're in the top 15, but not the top 10. Hey, Tyrone St. Cyr. What'd you say, hon? No, they can't see you. But you want me to show them? What'd you say? Huh? Yeah, Sam Champion said the Pacquiao. How you pronounce that? Is it Ugas or Ugas fight? Is taking place as $75 in plans awarded. That would really shock me if he won. Hey, JH, thanks for the super chat. He says for number 17 to get a little jolly beat. I don't know these women, man, because a couple of guys are saying, hey, man, hook me up. One guy hit me on WhatsApp and said, hey, the little skinny one, blah, blah, blah. They talked real loud. Can you give them my information? I'm not going to do that, but I don't know who he's talking about anyway. But I don't think the guy got no chance of beating Pacquiao. They wouldn't have put him in there if he had a chance to win. If he wins, it's a fix, guys. Hey, James Sprinkle, he said hi from Memphis, Tennessee. I was stationed right up from there, James, in Millington, back in the early 80s, 82, 83. And I loved it. I'm going to be honest with you. At that time, all you had to do was be 18 to drink and get in the clubs. I used to go to Bill's Twilight. It's a bunch of clubs I used to go to. And at that time, right when I was leaving, they were redoing Beale Street. Yeah, I don't think I want to spend $75, Sam, to see Pacquiao, beat this guy. Really, he's going to run from Pacquiao. He looks to me like Clottey. Remember that fight with Clottey? I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it. Hey, Mo said, good morning, Calvin. The contest is off to an amazing start. It made me realize you are the rock star, Calvin, and I'll be just a roadie. Oh, man. You the second one called me a rock star today. Stephen Wong called me a rock star. I said, no, I'm just trying to lighten some things up, guys. It's getting pretty dark over here. If they lock this thing down completely, what they're saying it's going to take, I'm going to say this again for the people who, because I said it early before anybody got on here, man. The Philippines now is setting records for COVID cases. Now, over a year and a half later, they had 17,231, the most in one day reported since the pandemic started. Then they followed that up on Saturday with 16,694 cases, the second highest. Some experts already warned the Philippines what's going to happen over here. They didn't want to listen. You know, look on my video when I told you that when you hear these government officials denying stuff over here, you know it's true, man. But it's not just the Philippines; it's everywhere. Whenever you see the government officials in denial, and you know, saying because they do that, I get it. They don't want to panic people. That's a red flag, and now it's out of control. It's getting ready to sweep through here like a wildfire. They're talking about draconian measures, just like China, just like New Zealand did to control the spread over here. So we're trying to get out as much as we can. It's coming, man. I promise you. One of these days you're going to see me. I'm not going to be able to go out. All my videos are going to be done in that house. All right here. Frank Ellis said, karaoke ain't happening, player. But I tell you what, if you want to go way up on the charts with your girl and her family and friends, just sing something, you know, something simple like One in a Million by Larry Graham. That's a popular one over here that, you know, they want you to sing. See, Brown said, I'm sending checks to all the girls. I told Steven if I could crown them all, I would. My heart goes out to them, man. You know, I live over here, man, and I see it. Hey, Stephen Bryson, thank you. He said your new house is looking good. I'm going to go over there today. The guys are going to be mad at me because we spent all day at the Small Fry Resort yesterday. And if you come here, you got to go to that place. The food is good. It's right in there with Mawani, man. And this guy, he cooks the food when he knows you're there, especially if you're a foreigner. He'll cook the food himself. That's what he did yesterday, and it was delicious. I mean, I had some real nachos with chili beans, and it was delicious. You know, it was a big old serving too. You know, it's supposed to be for 4. I was like, there's no way we could eat that. Man, we cleaned that tray. And they got good. We had the chicken wings, we had the fries, and we had I think he called them cherry bombs or something, but the locals call it dynamite. It's big hot peppers. They're about this big, and they're wrapped in like an egg roll type bread with melted cheese. It's delicious. Everything was good. John got drunk. His wife had to drive back. Yeah, Sam Llewellyn said, get the thumbs up, help Calvin out. Yeah. James Adventures Near and Far. Philippines said, hoping things open up at 2023. I hope they open up before the end, but I'm telling you, man, it's getting bad. Mark Norris said, where do I see pics of the contestants? Well, if you go on my Sunshine Shoulders YouTube, you see the videos. There's no pictures. We didn't accept pictures. They can do too much with these pictures. Some of them use the damn TikTok, which I'm going to do that too. I'm going to tell them no TikTok for the finals. I'm sorry. We want natural beauty. Now, if you want to wear makeup, powder, and whatever you want to do, that's fine. But no TikTok. We don't want no filters, guys. But yeah, just go on my YouTube channel, Mark Norris. And if you want to vote, you can go on my page. If you want to vote for the top 10. But the finals are going to be, I'm going to make a video of the top 10 finalists, contestant 1 through 10. They're going to introduce themselves, where they're from, and tell us why they should be Miss Sunshine Shoulders. And then you're going to vote, and you can vote as many times as you want, but you got to vote in the comments. Each comment is going to be a vote. Because I had to take it off Facebook. I'm going to take the finals off Facebook because, you know, Filipinos, they spend so much time on Facebook. 98% of people over here who are online have a Facebook account. It's really big over here. And they know all the little tricks and everything to use. I don't. And they've commandeered the contest and they're taking it somewhere else that I don't want it to go. It's a beauty contest. It's not a popularity contest. So, okay. I'm going to let the voters get you into the top 10. But after that, it's going to be my viewers and subscribers. And if you want to bring any of that stuff, tell them come over to the YouTube channel and vote for you. But no, you're not going to do that. I'm trying to make it a level playing field. Tom Kelsey said, "Did you get drunk, John?" Yeah, he was drunk. I know what. I know what drunk is. And then right when we was getting ready to get home, now you know John's got this little bitty car. He bought a new car. It's nice too. I rode with him. He drove going, but his girlfriend drove back. And I'm sitting right behind him, and he lets out a big fart right when we getting ready to get here, man. And you know that wasn't good. Oh, okay. Smoky Mountain Miley said, no, didn't pack stuff up for my move next month. Getting my dad's house ready. Been empty since he passed last year at Ingram Davis. Oh, man. Send my condolences, Smokey. I didn't know that you lost your father. Hey, Terry Dale. Well, better late than never, brother. We really just started. Ain't no nothing wrong with that, Tom Kelsey. He said, I'm going to be a slow Joe over there. I'm going to tell you, you can get food if you come from out of town. That was an old song, old rap song back in the day. I would take it slow to make sure I get the right one. Now, if you look at the second video, the sneak peek part 2, the first woman on there, she was at the resort with us yesterday. That's our friend Bill. That's his wife. I think Bill, John said he's 66. She's 26. She's beautiful though, you know. He did good, you know. He took his time. Okay, Adam General said, Calvin, I already have 5 weeks saved up. Desperately need this pandemic to calm down so I can tour some possible retirement locales. I hear you, man. Frank Ellis said, I was really surprised by some of those contestants. Yeah, and you're going to be more surprised when you get over here. Hey, Tim Gun Lover, thank you so much for your kindness and support, brother. I got your email today. I sent you an email back, brother. I appreciate it. He says, hey, John Wells, hope all is good, brother. C. Brown said, put the thumbs up for Calvin. Belizean Edwin said, Peter, Paul, and Mary leaving on a jet plane the first time when I was at Manila Airport back to the U.S., I just started crying like a baby, Calvin. I think we all do. I didn't cry like a baby, but, man, tears welled up in my eyes, and I was like, what the hell's going on with me? Come to find out, I'm not the only one that happened to. Every time I leave this place. And I don't feel better until the plane takes off. That's when I feel better. You know, this is a special place for me. Yeah, Tyrone St. Cyr. He said, Calvin, when you have the contest on YouTube also. The finals, yes. It's going to be on YouTube, Tyrone. Yeah, John says, Bobby G in Denver, we had nachos, buffalo wings, and cheese-filled hot peppers. It was one of the best meals that I've had in the Philippines. Yeah, the food was good. I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting that. John said it was before we got there, but, you know, people have different tastes. Brian Nichols said, no politics, but many of those Afghans helped U.S. forces during the conflict. Yeah, it's crazy, you know, how we helped the Taliban defeat the Russians. I guess the Taliban was fighting against the Russians. And now they're our enemy. I don't know. Brad Jones said, did anyone see the updates to the Malaysian MM2H program? $10,000 per month. What are you talking about, Brad? Terry Dale said, what's the situation in Cebu? What do you mean? The COVID situation? Tell me what I know. Love Beat Muse says, I'm in the house, Brother Cal. He says, I want number 1 and number 2. Yeah, there's some nice ones on there. And remember, you can go to the Sunshine Show's Facebook page and vote for your favorites for the top 10. But once to make the top 10, that's the finals. I'm going to bring it to YouTube, and you got to vote for them. That way, because I wanted my viewers and subscribers and supporters to have a say in the Miss Sunshine Shoulders contest. Not people who don't even give a damn about Sunshine Shoulders. They just want to come on there and manipulate the system and make sure that their favorite wins. I don't want that. So we're bringing it to YouTube. And, for some reason, my girlfriend got an attitude about that. Well, I'm sorry. It's our contest. Hey, Ben Fern K, what's going on, brother? Oh, okay. Terry Dell says, are all these ladies from the St. Carlos City area? No, not all, but I would say half. Because it's funny, but wherever, like you see a lot of them from St. Carlos, from Zamboanga City, where I started Sunshine Shoulders. And then when I got here, you see a lot of them. It seems like wherever I go, wherever I'm living, the people support me the most. William Burgess said, Calvin in the UK today, 36,000 new cases. Wow. 112 dead, 90% cases, people with no vaccine. Everything is open. Very few wearing masks now. Yeah, I don't know. Singapore, William Burgess has said, we just got, now see, this is Singapore now. This is probably what everybody's going to have to do. They said, look, we just got to learn to live with it. They can really open up. They said, and this is them speaking, not me, that the certain many people die of the flu every year and, this and that and that and this. We just got to warn the people and let them know, look, there's going to be a certain amount of people dying from this COVID every year. We can't stay locked down like this. And I think Singapore has, 5 million people in the population? But yeah, they're getting ready to open up. They already got green tourism with Brunei and Germany that they're getting ready to, and also Hong Kong. Yeah, you can get in there now. If you're coming from Germany or Brunei or one of the green lane people, there's no vaccine, there's no quarantine. They said we just got to learn to live with it. And I think that's what's going to have to happen all over the world. I will never get out of this. Frank Ellis says, how many contestants are there? 41, Frank. Derek Greenway says, hey, Calvin, the stock needs to up on the contest. What do you mean? Well, this is our first one, Derek. So I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm satisfied, that I got, because there's some knockouts in there. See, Terry Dale says, breaking my heart that it's taking so long to get back to PI. Yeah. See, that's why I don't want to leave, because I'm afraid I may not get back in there for a long time, and I don't want that, man. I got too much. It's not like me leaving all the other times, man. I got too much at stake now. But I don't understand why they don't. Okay, people like me and the people who's 3 years, who stayed here for the whole long-term stay visa period, why they can't just leave for one day and come back? I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. Rams, the Dodgers fan, said maybe the guys are just crying thinking about that long plane ride. That too, but man, no, this place grabs a hold of you. Man, Frank said he was crying like that Indian in that commercial, Cal. Now, I just had tears welled up in my eyes because I'm sitting there, man. I see these guys. They're fired up, man. They're coming to the Philippines. you know how you get off the plane and you go around, you can see them. And I'm leaving. I'm like, damn. So every time I came back to the Philippines, I'd always look through that glass to see if I could mess with somebody who's going home. They see me coming. Cause yeah, I love LaChan says, just like Iraq was our friend against Iran, then they became our enemy. That's politics. It is. Call Me King says, a 1 in a million. Did anyone remember when all the contestants on the Gong Show sung that? Yeah, it's popular over here. I mean, if you want to do it and have an easy song to sing, that's one. Brad Jones said, Malaysia's amazing. I hope one day there's another option for us. Michelle Bonham says, I wish I was single. One of them, what'd you say? One of them caught your eye? There's a bunch of them caught my eye on there. Yeah, let me say I told you so right now while I remember. All of you are talking about contestant 33, Mona from Bohol, the single mother. And all of y'all talking about, oh, I don't want to date a single mother. I told you on a video a long time ago, condominiums and single mothers. Some of the finest women over here got kids, man. They made a mistake just like we did. You know, you got to give them that, man. But when I saw them people commenting on her, I'm like, yeah, see, you'll say you don't want a woman that has children until you get over here. And she's the perfect example. And I'm so glad that she mentioned that, because she didn't have to mention that. She just did it. But it proved the point, guys, you know, because the other day it was a guy on here, I think his name was Ty Cromwell, talking about, well, you talking about we're the prize, why are you with a woman with 2 kids? I said, because some of the finest women over here got children. And by the way, I had 6 when I met my girl. But yeah. A man Eustace said, Calvin, I said people are going to die. We can't shut down at the beginning. No, we can't shut down. At the beginning, people thought I was horrible because I didn't care about their Aunt Edna in the nursing home. Yeah, you're right. But now it's getting to that point where we're going to have to learn to live with it. Science is going to have to get on the ball. And with these vaccines and whatever it is we need, because I don't know if you could stay locked down forever, man, you know. Colin B said, yeah, I do the same thing in Manila, walking out the plane. I look through the glass and see the sad faces leaving while I'm coming. Yeah, because they're going to get you back. Karma works in that situation because you're going to be there, man. You're going to be sad, like, damn, you know, because I always go 4 hours before my plane. That's what they tell you to do anyway. And you sitting there sad and you see these guys coming through, they looking at you and stuff, man. It's funny, man. They did me like that the first time. And from that time, 2009, all the way until 2017 when I left here, I do that to them. You know. Frank Ellis said, everybody talking about Mona, she was drop dead. Yeah, but see, Frank, everybody was saying, oh, I don't want nobody's leftovers. I don't want to drink nobody's warm beer and all that other foolishness. See, look at Jeffrey Tatter. It says, that single mother on the beach. Woo! Yeah, see? But, no, I don't want to drink nobody's warm beer, man. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man, over here. I'm going to tell you. You'll change your mind. James Hoskins says, more than most of the women you meet here in America has children. But see, American women, unless you coming from somewhere else, they're not appealing to me anymore. And I got 4 beautiful daughters, but I wouldn't marry any of them. They're crazy. You know, one of my daughters asked me to buy a $145 cake. Really? A $145 cake? I'm like, really? Jacob Tanjay said, Jeffrey Tatter, I second that, brother. You ain't seen nothing, man. I'm telling you. Okay, my son's mother, man, at that time, one of the most beautiful women I'd ever seen, man. She already had a son. I didn't care about that, man. I'm not that shallow. I can be shallow. I'm not that shallow. Clayton Murray said, just because she's got a child doesn't mean she made a mistake, Cal. Yeah, I know. That's not what I meant. I meant that, maybe she made some bad choices, maybe with the wrong guy or something, Clayton, but you're going to throw all that stuff out the window when you get here, man. You ain't going to care nothing about that. Hey, Ralph Lucas, thanks for that super chat. He said, question, I'm hearing from a few people here in the States, even Filipino. Is it hard for a black man there? Do they not like black men? That's absolutely not true. Do some Filipinos prefer white men? Yeah. Do some Filipinos prefer Japanese? Yes. Do some of them prefer black men? Absolutely. We all have our preferences. I'm here because I prefer Filipinos. But no, it's not. You're not going to have a problem because Filipinos, they're not as shallow as we are. They're going to look at your character. If you treat her nice, man, I'm going to tell you, man, there's a whole Facebook group. I think it's called Brothers Married to Filipinos. Okay, it's full of black men married to Filipinos. And then they got another group. It's called Filipinos Married to Brothers or something. It's full. They're not that shallow, guys, Believe me, it doesn't matter, man, because we were talking at the resort yesterday. One woman didn't date a guy because he was too skinny over here. He was a white guy. Then one said, they didn't date because, they don't like them because some of them don't smell. They didn't say what color. They just said foreigners. They lump us all in. Listen, guys, if you don't hear nothing else I say, listen to this. They lump all foreigners into the same basket. But yeah, there's some Filipinos who prefer white men. Okay, so what? There's 55 million Filipinos over here. All I need is one to like me out of that 55 million. I could care less what the other ones, but I'm treated like a celebrity over here. I'm going to just let you know right now. And I'm about as dark as you're going to get over here. So Ralph Lucas, they say that stuff when they get over there because they change. They take on the identity of America over there. Whoever told you that, if they told you that you got a hard time being black over here, now do dark-skinned Filipinos, they're seen as like, over here now, I'm not saying this. When you're the real dark-skinned Filipinos, because some Filipinos are just dark as me. The original Filipinos are black, but I mean regular Filipinos who are out in the sun all the time. It means that you're kind of poor, that you're a tricycle driver or something like that. You a street vendor or something like that, right? But they don't discriminate. Filipinos have like they do, but not like we do over there. The Filipinos have this sense of community. And usually what happens is, and I don't know what happened to black people over in America, but we used to be like that when I was growing up. Usually when people go through a struggle together, they get tighter. It's just like if you on a plane crash, if you're in a plane that goes down, the survivors get close. Why do you think people in the army who are out there fighting, they get really, really close. And that's how it is here. But no, you're not going to have any problems, man. Michelle Bonham says, what's good about single mothers in the Philippines? They always hold tight with their kids. He said, not like here in the USA. I don't see what the difference is to me. A beauty's beauty. You're not going to throw away a 10 because she got 1 or 2 kids. If you do, hey, I'm sorry. Send somebody else is going to step up to that plate. Ralph Lucas said, thanks, Uncle Calvin. I'm tired of being here in the U.S. The rat race, dating, and feminism. I want to leave so bad. See, you right where I am, Ralph. Thanks for that super chat. That's where I was in 2000. Really, I was like that in 2014. But I already did the paperwork. So I put together a 4-year plan. I'm not, in that last year, 6 months to a year, I was sleepwalking, man. I mean, I could have left anytime. I was done, man. I was burnt out. All I could, the BBWs wouldn't even give me play in America. I wasn't good enough. That's how crazy the expectations is over there. I had to have an overweight BBW if I wanted to get some. It don't make me weak. It just tells you that the attitude over there, man, and then, because guys always say, oh, well, you can't get a woman in your own country, you weak. No, let me tell you something. That's the stupidest, tiredest, oldest lie that anybody ever told. In America, okay, you're talking about 2% of the world's population of women is in America. Am I supposed to limit myself to that? See, sometimes the woman you're looking for, the job, the opportunity, the new life you're looking for is probably somewhere out here. It's not where you're living right now. And you cannot show me anywhere where it says you have to find your happiness where you were born. It's not true. And don't limit yourself to that, guys. If you do, you're in big trouble. Rams and Dodgers fan says, wish you could give all of the women something for participating in the beauty contest. If I could afford it, Rams and Dodgers, I would. I already told you, it's like you read my mind. I already told, and you can go on my Sunshine Show's Facebook page. One of my subscribers, Stephen Wong, he said, hey, I like that. He said, but I don't like the way they've taken it over. I said, man, I'm trying to give these women hope. I said, if I could crown them all, I would. But if I could give them Rams and Dodgers, at least it's 41 of them. So it's going to be a top 10. So that means 30 of them are not going to receive anything. If I could give them 500 pesos each, I would need 15,000 to do that, though. See? But that's a great idea. But I just want to give them hope. I want them to have some fun, because as long as, from now until next Friday, they hope they're going to jump up every morning. They're going to look on their Facebook. Where am I? See? Man, you should say, just an example, Ingram. Actually, I'm down with my women. B. Gunn says, hey, Calvin from Jeffersonville drinking a Big Red. Man, I miss Big Red. I miss Grippos. I miss White Castles, man. I'm sorry. I love me a double cheeseburger, White Castle with extra ketchup. I do, man. Frank Ellis said, man, I cashed my chips in a long time ago with American women. Yeah, I did too. I can't deal with the demands. They're just too demanding. Their expectations are just way out there that they're unrealistic, man. I'm sorry. You got to be 6 foot, over 6 foot. You got to be rich. You got to be beautiful, perfect teeth, perfect body. You got to have a PhD. You can't have any children. Your credit has to be 800. It's stupid, man. But that's just how it is over there. Hey, Gregory Fegans, what's going on? Thanks for joining us, brother. Efren Dunlap says they're a second and third place. Yeah, actually, there's 5 places. First place is 10,000. Second place is 2,000. Third place is 1,000. Then fourth and fifth place is 500, guys. Yep, Freddie Sanders. He said, oh, my God, White Castle. I need that. Man, I love White Castle. I remember, I'm so old, man. I'm 58 now. I ain't got real old. My father used to take us to White Castle. They were a nickel. I remember that. I'm in usage. Yeah, he said, Calvin, where's the vote on your Facebook page? Yeah, on my Sunshine Show's Facebook page, just like the video. You can like them all, but of course you can only like it one time. Yeah, for the one you want. And that's how we're going to vote for the top 10 of man users. Then I'm going to make a video of the top 10 finalists. 1 minute each. They're going to introduce themselves. Tell us where they're from and tell us why they should be Miss Sunshine Shoulders. Then we're going to vote for them in the comments. You can vote as many times as you want. Oh, yeah. He says he's from St. Louis. Early caller. He says, I'm from St. Louis. I love White Castle. Man, I love White Castles. I could eat White Castles every single day. And that's a fact. Hey, Jacob Chanja, he says the Sunshine Crew, White Castles was a spot back in the day. You had to roll up after 2,300 hours. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, every White Castle, I don't care if it was Louisville, Cincinnati, man, on Friday night, Saturday night, man, the parking lot was like a nightclub, man. People was gambling. You could buy drugs. You could, buy, clothes, jewelry. People pawning stuff. I miss them days, man. Loud music. Hey, LeVon White, what's going on, man? Hey, Monroe Smith, good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, Efren Dunlap, he said White Castle's onion chips. I'm going to tell you something else I like. And I didn't start eating this till late in my life. Maybe in my 40s was those fried dill pickles. Well, they're fried, I forgot what they call them, but, they cut the pickle up, they dip it in batter and fry it, man. If you don't like them, man, if you never had them, because I used to look at people eating them, I was like, man, why do they like that stuff? I could eat them every day, too. Frank Ellis said, you guys need to watch Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. I love White Castle, man. Oh, yeah. Fuchsia's 81 said, down south they have crystal burgers, but they're not the same. It's supposed to be. When I was in Memphis, Tennessee, I should see them a lot, and I knew right away they're trying to bite off of White Castle. Yeah, Ralph Lucas said White Castle is for after the club. Man, I'm telling you, man. My father used to take me. See, I used to hang with my father. My father was a player, man. He was a preacher on Sunday, but Monday through Saturday, he was a player, man. He would take me everywhere with him from the time I was like 13 to 16. We used to hang out, man. I smoked a joint with my father before. I was shocked at a Teddy Pendergrass concert. And remember, he's a preacher. He pulled out a joint, man, and passed it to me, man. I was scared to take it. I was like, what is this? Is this a setup or something? What are you doing? He kept on passing it. I took it, man. I was like, hell. And, man, we was like best buddies after that. Yeah. Yeah, my father was a trip, man. I got some stories about him. Some women just love preachers, right? Well, my father, he was dating a woman and her daughter, and they both knew it. But the daughter was kind of like on drugs, and he was spending all his money with the daughter. She was younger, and the mother would get mad at him, not for dating the daughter, but for spending the money on the daughter instead of her. Crazy. Hey, Road to the Philippines. What's up, Danny? Check out Danny, guys. He's hilarious. He don't even know he's hilarious, but he is. And I'm going to tell you something, man. He was only here in the Philippines for 3 weeks. He took more footage, and I had to take my hat off to him. I was like, man, you only here for 3 weeks. He's got a whole library of video from the Philippines from his 3 weeks here in 2019. I was too busy with my woman, man, to be thinking about making videos, but I tell you, man, I really admire you for that, man. He says, I think you can still buy White Castle burgers in the frozen section at Walgreens. Yeah, you can. But nothing like a hot White Castle burger, man, coming off that grill. And it'd be packed in there, too. J.H. said fried pickles with hot sauce for the win. Absolutely, man. Ralph Lucas said fried pickles are the bomb. I got it to him late, Jay and Ralph. I just tried it. I think I was at Texas Roadhouse. And, I tried that. And I was like, man. Frank Ellis said sliders forever. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I take a White Castle over any other burger. Hey, what's up, Reginald Dollar? He said, what's up, Cal from Delaware? Thanks for all you do, man. Thanks for your support, brother. Paul Smith says, was your father a gangster minister? All the ladies loved him, I bet. Yeah, he was sneaky, man, my father was. Because that's why him and my mother, they separated, but they never divorced. But she put him out when I was about 6 years old. And man, I cried like a baby. Because come to find out he's fooling with the women in church. And my mother didn't play that. I mean, well, she had it up to here because at one time my father had 3 families, man, in the project. Yeah. Carlos Martinez says, both times I went to the Philippines, they were all singing karaoke. Yeah, they'll sing, whether they can sing or not. And some of these people over here cannot sing. And you got to sit through it and listen to it. And everybody wants to sing Whitney Houston. I'm like, no. You know, but they do. They wail. They don't sing. Levon White. It says, T. Brown, I heard Calvin read your writing, calling him a wild man while driving. I burst out laughing, almost pulled over to comment. Yeah. C. Brown's on here acting up again. Yeah. But yeah, Paul Smith, it's just certain women who love preachers. And I don't care who the preacher is, he's got somebody on the side. I don't care how holy he is. Okay, Kona Ranger said 4 guys and habits are the new cheeseburger in the USA. Yummy. So I miss a good burger, man. Now, that's one thing I miss. And I also miss it because, see, here I could get a good burger whenever I got a taste for it at Mike's Beer and Burgers right around the corner. I haven't been over there since the pandemic because I don't think he's been able to get that same meat. I'm going to have to go over there. He's got the best burgers probably within 200 miles of here, 200 kilometers here. I mean, I should eat. You can ask my girlfriend. I got hooked on him. I'd eat him, and his burgers are expensive. They're like $2.50 or something like that. I didn't care. I was eating it 2 or 3 times a week because they were real burgers. But yeah, they're good. Man, Eustace says, I already thought come for a month, spend 2 weeks with one. When she thinks you fly out, you really heading to the second one for 2 weeks. Yeah. But they somehow know a man Eustace because I tried that before. But I was so stupid. Here's what I did. I went for 2 weeks, and then I came back to Cebu and told her, yeah, I'm back. And she looked at me like, yeah, you ain't back, but I don't care. You know, she was so happy to see me. Carlos Martinez said, yeah, White Castle, a.k.a. the murder burgers. I love it. I know they in America, I know the Nation of Islam, they call, you know, because a lot of my friends, my barber, he's in the nation. He calls it Murder King. And what else does they call it? They got all the names for the fast food restaurants. Oh, yeah, Jam Bam. He said, you need a small grill for the new house if you want a good burger. All I'm missing, Jam Bam, is and I told Sam Champion the next box he sent me to put me in some Lipton onion soup mix. It's gonna have Lipton onion dip and soup mix. And then I won't have to buy another burger anywhere. I don't care what the quality of the ground beef is over here. For every pound of ground beef, you mix 1 egg and 1 pack of that Lipton soup mix. You can forget it. Put that on the grill, you're done. Frank Ellis says they have 5 guys and In-N-Out out here. Now I'm gonna have to go with In-N-Out, and also because of their fries, Frank. I was in, and the guy told me yesterday where I was. It wasn't Newburgh, California. It was Newbury Park, California. That's where I was in 2015. They've got that. They've got an in and out there. It's about 45 minutes outside LA. This is a swanky place. I was out there for some training with Blue Cross Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the training center was right across the street from this BMW prototype factory, man. And you talking about some BMWs that you never see on the street. B Gunn says, I read about the beauty pageants in the Philippines in 2001. And sure enough, as soon as my taxi got to the province, the young girls were having a pageant at the local church. I mean, pre-pandemic, it was everywhere, B Gun. And then every fiesta had a Miss St. Carlos City or something like that. They're big over here. Frank Ellis said, get a George Foreman. Well, from what I heard from JH, they don't call them George Foreman grills over here, Frank. They call them Jackie Chan grills over here. Same grill, though. Yeah, Jam Bam, try that. You're going to be hooked. 1 pack of Lipton onion soup mix and dip. It says soup and dip mix. 1 pound of ground beef, 1 egg. Thank me later. Oh, yeah. Rams and Dodgers fans, there's a lot of girls that want to be the next Lea Salonga, Marissette. Or what's the other one? The other girl, I used to call her the Beyonce of the Philippines. I forgot what her name is. I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, shoot. I hate that. Wait. Hi. What's the name of that singer that sang Tala? Who? Sarah. Hey, Rams and Dodgers fan. Sarah Geronimo. She's like the Beyonce of the Philippines. A man used to say, oh, hell no, sorry, I'm a Denny's guy. Can't do the Waffle House. Yeah, if I had my choice, I'd do Denny's because I love their pancakes. But if I'm hungry enough, I eat Waffle House. My first insurance manager, he burnt me out on Waffle House. That's the only place he wanted to eat, and I just got sick of it, man. I won't eat there anymore. But if I'm hungry enough, I will. Yeah, Clayton Murray, the Jackie Chan grill. That's what they call it. He said, I love the Chinese. He said, for the Marshall culinary artist. No, it's the same grill, but I think he's got the rights over here for some reason. Dickie Spaz says backyard burgers in Memphis is the shiznit. I love Memphis because they had good food. The nightclubs, man, was so nice, man. Thanks, Levon, for the super chat. He said, Calvin, how can I marry all the females in the contest? Well, see, what do you call it? What would that be called when you marry more than one woman? That's illegal in the Philippines. But yeah, you can try. You can date them all. Yeah, Derek Greenway. He said, hey, Calvin, the George Foreman is nice, but you get that sear on the meat. Yeah, you're right. But we had one. I worked for this company. We used to go around changing the spent catalyst out of these reactors. And, man, we had one in the kitchen, man. And I'll tell you what. Yeah, polygamy. Future's 81. It's illegal over here. Thanks, Nicholas Cherry. I couldn't. Sometimes my man goes blank. Wonders Life says, I'm surprised no one mentions Bob's Big Boy or Fisher's Big Boy. But the Fisher's Big Boy is like the Big Mac before the Big Mac. I don't know how McDonald's got away with that. Because my auntie in Lexington, Kentucky would take us to Fisher's Big Boys all the time, long before McDonald's. And it was the same damn, the only thing was the special sauce wasn't as sweet on the Big Boy burger as it was the Big Mac, but it was the same damn thing, man. I'm telling you. They got away with that. I don't know how they got away with that. Phil Hall 007 said, I had pancake breakfast lunch at Denny's. Excellent pancakes. I love their pancakes. And in Cincinnati, when I lived in Cincinnati, they had a Perkins. That's the only thing I would eat there. I'd eat the bacon and eggs with a side of pancakes. Brad Jones says, I like the idea of a harem. Well, you know, my channel is tame compared to some of these channels over here. Remember, there's a guy on who's living with 2 Filipinos, but they praise him. But if I have a beauty contest, I'm exploiting the women, they say. Okay, Franklin, he said Jack in the Box in California and Hawaii. I remember eating the Jack in the Box back in the 80s when I was out in San Diego, but I can't remember what it tastes like. I think it sort of reminded me of a Hardee's in Louisville. Because I used to, man, that Hardee's, that mushroom burger. Oh, man. Nicholas Cherry said, I'm on a weed run. Man, if you see somebody out there, man, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, Nicholas Cherry. He said, I'm not surprised. He said, I'm surprised it's not called the Pacquiao Grill. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I hope Pac-Man doesn't end up like some of these old punch-drunk fighters out here, man. He's fighting, man. He'll be 43 in December, man. Something's going on with these boxers nowadays, man. They're on something, man. You can't fight that long. And one of those guys said that a long time ago about him and I'm talking about in the mid 2000s, like 2009, 10, 11, about him and Mayweather and all them guys. He said they got to be on something. They can't be fighting and the way they are, keeping the speed and the power. It's not natural, guys. Okay, Mr. Vegas. He said Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are the same. Okay. Clayton Murray said also do that if you're getting off second shift. Or if you're on your lunch break, Clayton Murray. Okay, Sam Champion says if anyone wants to truly enhance their burgers, try some Angus ground beef instead of regular ground beef. I'm going to tell you something else you can use too. Put some Heinz 57, not Heinz 57, A1 steak sauce in your ground beef too. But don't do that. You either do that or the Lipton soup mix. Don't do them together. Road to the Philippines said, thanks for the shout out, Calvin. I truly appreciate you. No, it's true, man. I like your channel, man. You got some, you're hilarious and you don't even know it. One of his life said he said this will be his last fight for Pac-Man. But see, I was just reading in the Manila Times today, one of his life, that he wants to fight Mayweather. I'm like, well, maybe he's already punch drunk already. Nobody wants to see that. I wouldn't fall for that again. Jam Bam said the difference is the older fighters fought much more fights and more rounds. That's why newer fighters fight longer in years. But hell, look at Pacquiao's record, Jam Bam. He's like 60 something and something. Let me look at Pacquiao's record. I'm gonna tell you, he's been fighting a long time, man, and he's got a lot of fights under his belt. I'm gonna see Pacquiao's record. Pacquiao's record. All right. He's 62, Jam Bam, 7-2. That's 71 fights, man. I'm sorry. It's time to retire, Pac-Man. And, yeah, Fuchsia's 81 said that's a lot of fights. Yeah, Fuchsia's, it already gave me the same thing. That's a lot of fights. And by the way, he earned, 9 figures when he fought Mayweather? Come on. What are they doing with all this money, man? Clayton Murray said, you see, Lane Thompson Hera ran the second fastest 100 meters of all time today. Those Jamaican sprinters are fine. 10.54 seconds. Yeah, but remember, they've got a history too now of using drugs over their performance enhancing. But I'm not one of them who's against it, because I'm saying, what does it really give you? You know, like they were talking about Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, and who's the other one? Barry Bonds. I could take performance enhancing all day and wouldn't be able to hit 100-mile fastball. I don't know. Maybe it gives you a little bit more, but in things like football, boxing, like that, yeah, I think it really helps you, though. Jacob Tanjay said at the Sunshine Crew, buy them something to eat. Yeah, or something to drink. I just give them a few dollars. Nicholas Cherry said, what's rule number 1 again? Shut the fuck up and mind your own business when you get here or anywhere overseas. You know, I'm going to tell you, your time is going to be well spent if you do that, Nicholas Cherry. Terry Dale says, try Texas Longhorn steak sauce. Yeah, put that in your burgers. It's going to do good. It makes it more tender and more juicy. Freddie Sanders says, I do half ground beef and ground pork for my burgers. See, I never tried that. I'm for anything, but see, for them old hard burgers that, you know, they fry at home, it's just the ground beef, that's it. See, we got to experiment, man. My nephew was one helped me to the Lipton. I don't like them old hard burgers, you know, where, you know, you let them fry for 2 or 3 minutes on one side, 2 or 3 minutes on the other. I can't deal with that. Now, I agree with you on here. Rams and Dodgers fans said Calvin, Pac-Man, and Mayweather should have fought 5 years earlier than they did when everyone wanted them to and both were in their prime. Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, around 2009, to be honest with you. Nicholas Cherry said, laugh my ass off. I love when you say that. Yeah, but it's true. Yeah, Pac-Man's fighting tonight, Rob Fisher, and I won't pay $75 to see that. I'm sorry. And that's really. Oh, okay, Nicholas Cherry said, whoa, Calvin, nice Space Force t-shirt. Yeah, my buddy Sam Champion sent that to me. It's a 2X too, guys. See, I got some room over here now. A 2X over here, the sleeves come up to here. That's a true story. Rawhat said Trump over Biden. I don't want either one of them, Rawhat. If you tell me that Trump and Biden is the best we can do in America, I have to call bullshit on that. I'm sorry. You know, they're not the best we have to offer. If it is, we're in bad shape, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. I never thought I'd see the day that Donald Trump would be elected president, man. Yeah, Michael Mirday, he said Manny Pac-Man still fighting. Yeah, it's crazy, man. He'll be 43. But here's the thing. He was getting ready to fight Earl Spence. See, Pac-Man can get those fights. The only way you can't convince me that when he was turned through everybody in somewhere between 2009 and like 2011, that Pac-Man wasn't on something. You could tell he was on something, man. He was beating people. I mean, he was beating blood out of people. You know, you could see the effects of those performance-enhancing drugs that make you, you know, just vicious like that. Pac-Man was knocking people's eyes out. Look, go back and watch that. What's that big tall Mexican he beat and knocked his whole orbital out of his eye? And then the way he beat, man, Pac-Man was so little, he was beating, what's that other Puerto Rican he beat? Man, he was beating people just into oblivion. That's when I knew he's on something. Clayton Murray said, yeah, I thought after Donald Trump was elected, the first female president would be Kim Kardashian. Yeah, it's coming, man. She's trying. That's why she's doing all this, getting people out of jail and stuff like that. Yeah, Michael. No, he didn't end his career. Yeah, he ended his career. Yeah, he was beating people I'm talking about he was just so vicious, man. You didn't see boxers doing it. He was on something. And then all of a sudden, somewhere around 2012, 13, like that, when he backed off that stuff, you could see the difference, man. I don't care. I'll argue with anybody. Go back and look at from 2009 when he beat, the Golden Boy. Remember he beat him? Look from there on to about 2011. Pac-Man was on something. Brian Nichols said, I never thought I'd see the day when Arnold Schwarzenegger would be elected governor of California. Yeah, that's a head scratcher. Brian Nichols, I forgot all about that one. David Vargas said, pancakes, Calvin, yes, when you come back to the States, check out the Cracker Barrel now. I love the Thanks for reminding me. I love them. He said they're nice and fluffy and they don't feel so heavy. Not like Denny's, you'll be surprised. Yeah, I love their pancakes, David. Yeah, Mr. Vargas, Pacquiao, Antonio Margarito. That was the orbital bone fight. Yeah, go back and look at Pac-Man. And he beat another Latino. What's his name? The one who was fighting all the time. That everybody thought was going to win. Yeah, but I'm saying, I could say he did have a lot of power, man, but the viciousness that he was fighting with is what I'm saying, led me to believe he was on something. I mean, he was beating people. Yeah, he beat De La Hoya, but I'm saying, what's the other, not Margarito, but it was another, starts with a C. What's his name? Can't think of his name right now. Cotto, Dickie Spaz, thank you, Miguel Cotto. He beat him, man, senseless. Yeah, and man, you should say, or Jesse, the Body Ventura. Yeah, it's gotten ridiculous now. B. Gunn said Al Franken in Congress. Yeah. Terry Dale said Green Mango in Iloilo has great burgers. I never tried that. Yeah, Mr. Vegas said Pacquiao vs. Margarito is on YouTube. It's brutal. There's no way if Pac-Man wasn't on something, he could have beat that man like that. Now, Margarito was he deserved to get beat like that because he was dirty too. Remember, he had the damn bricks or whatever in his glove. He was fighting Cotto, I think. But yeah, it was a brutal fight. Yeah, Jam Bam said Mayweather put a stop to that with the extra drug test. See, that's what stopped that, man. Pacquiao was on something, man. I don't care, man. Oh yeah, I like Ramsey Dodger said the Golden Boy gets a lot of heat, but I played poker with him in LA several times. The guys who parked cars there said he would pass out hundreds every time he came to the car club. Yeah, that's a fact. I always liked him, but we all had skeletons in our closet, I guess, and he had some, and he never should have got in there with Pac-Man, that's for sure. Now he's trying to come back and fight somebody else. I don't understand what these guys do with all that money. Wonders of Life said Pac was eating balut. Now he was eating some more of that. Okay, road to Philippines. He says, Danny says, if you're ever in the Kansas City area, wherever you come to the U.S., shoot me a text and I'll take you to a real barbecue place. One time, man, I'm going to tell you this when my Anxiety kicked in one time on me. Remember I told you I was out there in Newbury Park, California. Well, the morning of my flight back, I was flying into D.C. They came to get me, man. I was scared to get on the plane. So instead, I bought me an Amtrak ticket from L.A. to Chicago. And we stopped in Kansas City. And I said, man, I always wanted to it's the first time I ever been to Kansas City. I didn't get to go anywhere. I was just at the station. Frank Ellis said boxing is damn sport. MMA is taking over. I believe it too, because it's just boxing is just so fake now. J.A. said, Calvin, after you pay all of your crew members, you ain't got much left after the prize money. Yeah, you right. And then, you got to realize the promoter is getting a lot of that. And then, but I mean, these guys are getting, Pac-Man got over 100 million he grossed when he fought Mayweather. Fuchsius 81 said, Calvin, how long do you have to stay out of the Philippines before you can return? Normally, Fuchsius 81, you only had to stay out one day. But now, I don't understand it. But, it doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense over here. It's never going to make sense over here, guys, okay? Well, here I am. I've been here for 3 years. I can't leave for one day and come back. But once I leave, I'm considered a foreigner, and I can't get back in here as a tourist. Only way I can get back in is with a valid visa, like a valid buying visa, 9A, 13A, something like that, SRV. J8 says North Carolina is the king of barbecue. Since when? Yeah, Derek Greenway said, Calvin, it was about money with Mayweather and Pac-Man. That's why they didn't fight sooner. It'll be something, Hey, Daryl Fulmore, thank you, brother. He said, what's up, brother Cal, watching the pre-fights before the Manny fight. Those are probably where you're going to get your money, Daryl Fulmore. I don't think that Pac-Man fight is going to be much of a fight because I think the guy's going to run. He looks too much like Cloudy to me. Kona Ranger said, Cebu going to open before Manila. I doubt it. Man, they already talking about this, the COVID's rising like crazy, man. Go on to Manila Times, man. 17,231 cases Friday, which was the highest since the pandemic started back in March of 2020. Then they followed that up with 16,694 cases, the second largest. And that was on Saturday, yesterday. I don't think it's going to open up. They're talking about shutting this down completely like they did in China and New Zealand. Otherwise, they say in the Philippines, it's not going to recover. Yeah, one is like Cuban boxers have good endurance, but this guy, man, he's lost 4 times. I never heard of him. If you go and see who he's lost to, he got lucky to even get into the ring with Pac-Man and earn all that money. Believe it or not. But yeah, Daryl Fulmore, you're going to get your money worth watching these the warm-up fights. You're not going to get your money worth with that Pac-Man. I hope you do. See? That's a big fight. Yeah. Yeah, I think the good fights are going to be the on the undercard, man, believe it or not. Kona Ranger said he lost to Mickey and Pluto. Yeah, I believe it. I just don't trust boxing anymore. When you got Floyd Mayweather getting in there with YouTube stars and stuff like that, I mean, you got to be careful when you do that. I don't care how much money you get. Some things are bigger than money, man. You're dealing with the legacy of boxing, Floyd Mayweather, man. You tripping now, man. You shouldn't do that. Terry Dale said they'll never get back what they've already lost, and possibly some never return to us. Yeah, and see now a guy sent me a memo where the BIR is talking about coming after. I guess people like me, people who are making, residents, not citizens of the Philippines, but residents like me who are, you got YouTube channels over here. Talking about coming after us for taxes, man, because for more money during the pandemic season. Now, this is on Rappler. I don't know if it's legal. I don't know if they can do that, but see, they're getting desperate when they try stuff like that. I don't think you can do that. Nicholas Cherry said, I just bought an alcoholic guy a beer cow just for you. Thank you, man. That may be what he needs to make it through the night, Nicholas Cherry, and that's real talk. But yeah, they're getting desperate with that, man, trying to tax people like that. When YouTube is outside of the Philippines, it's not like I'm working for, not really working, but it's not like YouTube is in the Philippines and they're paying me. See, the Philippines should go after YouTube and get the money, which they probably are. I'm pretty sure YouTube, that's who they need to go after. Why are they coming after the little guys? But I don't know. Oh, wow. Daryl Fulmer said undercard already had a knockout. See? Guy out of the Philippines came back and scored a knockout. See, that's what I'm saying. That's where you're going to get your money worth. You're not going to get in that. Wong Hung Lo says Pac-Man or Duran, who wins? I got to go with, that's a good one. That's a good one. In his heyday, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good fight right there. And both of them just fighting, not on no drugs or nothing. That's a good one, Wong Hung Lo. Oh, wow. Victor Ortiz is still fighting? Daryl Fulmer said they're fighting now. That's crazy. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. A Dale man, he says North Carolina has pulled pork. Texas has pulled beef. St. Louis has ribs. So does Kansas City. I love me a good pulled pork sandwich. I tell you who's got a good one. Believe it or not, I'm trying to think. Is it? It's not McDonald's. Who's got that pulled pork sandwich? It's a fast food. These damn ants. I don't know what they're coming from. I must get something for these damn ants. Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll think of it in a minute. Because I get it all the time. Oh shoot. Not Wendy's, not Burger King. Is it McDonald's? Does McDonald's have a pulled pork sandwich? DX Mod said this is Bill. Paul Smith said, do they test fighters for medications? They should. Yeah, I like Arby's Philly beef and Swiss. Mick Fisher and Dale Man, but it's not Arby's. It's somebody who I'm thinking. I can't remember. Not the McRib. I think of it in a minute. So stupid of me. I hate when I do that. Oh, come on in. Yeah. That's Angel. They asked us, Angel, when we were going to make another song together. That's Angel, the guitar player. They said, What is the life said on September 11th? Anderson Silva will box Tito Ortiz. Yeah. Both are MMA fighters. Boxing pays more. DX Maj, I hope that he said, my life loves magic scene. See, that's one thing you got. If you date a Filipino, you're gonna have to sit through that foolishness, guys. I'm only gonna be on about 20 more minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go and watch the fight. I'm gonna see if we can get it over here, guys. Yeah, Smoky Mountain Mile top with sweet pickles. I mean, I love it. I'm gonna think of it in a minute. It's on the tip of my head. Brad Jones said Tom Brady gets injections at halftime. All of them do. Man, you know, that football ain't no joke. They get that cortisone. Road to the Philippines says, check out Arthur Bryant's in Kansas City for an amazing pulled pork sandwich. Many famous celebrities have eaten there. Sam Chambers said, Cal, do you have your new address? Yes, I don't. I promise, man. I'm gonna text him now. Because we were at the resort all day yesterday. But let me text him right now. And ask him for that. And I apologize. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, Sam. I just got that address. Frank L said, watch the fight. I ain't paying for that. But a lot of people will. Terry Dell said, I can feel the pounds going on with all this fast food talk. Man, it makes me sick that I can't think of the place that I'm talking about. It's just a place I always go all the time. But I'm like, you know, give me the, it's not. Ingram Davis said, Frank Ellis, after it's over, watch it for free on YouTube. Yeah, it'll be free over here, though. Oh, yeah, I like B. Gunn said WW Cousins Burgers in Louisville. Yeah. Gerald Muhammad took me there. The first and only time, B. Gunn, I've ever eaten there. Niles Brown said Sonny's Barbecue. Brad Jones says I need to get in shape. Start now, man. Don't keep putting it off. Rams and Dodgers fans said, Calvin, I don't think I could let the black ants crawl up the wall in the house like you said the Pinoys do in the last stream. Yeah, they do. It's bad luck. It's bad luck. If you know, all the other stuff that's over here that could be bad luck. But yes, bad luck. If you see that line of black ants going up your wall, that if you mess with them. Hold on, guys. I got to get some water pour on this. I think my tea dropped off from there. It's about 100 ants. I can't have that. Wow, damn. I'm going to do the next best thing. I'm going to give them some of this damn alcohol. That'll get them. Sick of these ants. There you go, see? Let's stop that party. Now, we don't have any termites. Okay, Christina Sampson said, Cal, put your TV on GMA. Okay, it's free. See, it'll be free here. Adam Chenoweth said, Calvin, anyway, you can get your wife's sister on a live stream or video. Well, one of my subscribers already got her hooked up, man. Yeah, love be music. I don't care nothing about that. He said, bro, it's been manipulated by this peon with a channel called the Raw something. This little man is reporting YouTubers in the Philippines claiming they are beggars. Yeah, well, guys like that, I take it as a compliment now. I mean, if somebody's going to spend 10, 12 minutes making a video about me, because I'm surely not going to I'm not going to return the favor. I got better things to do. Let them do it, man. I mean, hate never succeeds, man. I don't even give them the time of day, brother. He's talking about somebody like me when Jake Paul and his brother, they earn millions on YouTube. Hell, I probably earn enough to pay my bills. It's just ignorance, man. And, you can't fight ignorance. Going Ranger said, you got to answer because John's not sitting there. I think that's it then, Dale, man. I think that's it then. But I'm not really for sure. I'm going to let you know. But it's delicious. No, it's KFC. Okay, I just got it. It's KFC, guys. It's their pulled pork sandwich. They call it a barbecue sandwich, but that's what it is. Yeah, J8 said just another Apple troll. Step on. Yeah, I mean, but those guys like that. Somebody sent me his information. I didn't want it. Nothing I can do with it. They said, here he is. This is who he really is, and gave me all his information. I know who he is now, but I don't care. I mean, it's just simple, man. They don't do nothing but motivate me and make me better. He'll probably come up. I'm pretty sure one of them, either Ern Hernandez or Raw Sewage, one of them will come up with something about my Miss Sunshine Shoulders beauty contest. K. Dallas said Pac-Man's going down. That would be a shock to me if he did. Love Beat Muse said, I let the dude know about defamation of character and slander. I also told him he was making his money acting like a police with no original content. Yeah, John Wells, check this dude out. Yeah, see, you're right. I mean, they want to be this YouTube police. I mean, they have no credibility or authority. I don't understand what their whole motive is, but okay. Sam, Smoky Mountain Model says, what about Myra Calvin? Well, that's who I'm talking about. She's got a boyfriend now. He's one of my subscribers. So she's off the market. Conan Ranger said, KFC, all right. Yeah, they do have that. That's what I'm talking about, Conan Ranger. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, it is. Brad Jones said, where is Sexy Myra? I don't see Myra at all, really. Every now and then, her kids will come over here. She'll come by here and pick them up, but I really don't see her. Yeah, Brian Nichols said, don't waste your time with haters. Keep positive. Yeah, I don't. The only time it even affects me is when, somebody like him says something like that, which, and my subscribers don't really know any better. People send me stuff in the email and all that stuff. Otherwise, I really don't pay any attention to them. Yeah, Frank Ellis, he's a Pakistani, is what he is. And they got enough problems over in Pakistan where he needs to be dealing with that. Nicholas Cherry says, you think a personal trainer session would cost about $5 in the Philippines? Some places you're going to get that free when you hold on. Let me open it for my water people. Fine. Get the 50 pesos. Let me get the money. All right? 50 pesos, please. Tell, huh? Who? Merlin sleeping? Just get it in that, look in the thing for the water. Too big. Yeah, that's water, people. Absolutely, Rams Dodgers fan. He says Calvin was all about making money. He'd be back in America, selling Medicare plans, making real money, especially now, because this is the easiest time. If you're in that business from October 15th to December 7th, I could easily earn $30,000 in that little bit of time doing that. But Rams and Dodgers fans, nothing I'm doing is illegal. I don't know why guys like that, even I don't know what their motive is. It has to be jealous. That's all it is. Now I get Freddie Sanders, I get water about every other day. But it's only like 50 pesos. Not much. Jam Bam is 50 pesos. It's 25 pesos. I'm going to show you. Let me get y'all money. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'll get it. Let me get the money, guys. I guess I'm losing my. Yeah, it's a big thing. This is 25. This thing's heavy too. 25 kilos. It's 50 cents. 25 pesos. That's 50 cents. Yeah, they deliver about the same time. Damn Pac-Man. Wang Hung Lo says, hey, John, do you recommend only bottled water? John gets this water too, but he gets it from a different place. Love Beat Music now on a better subject. Number 17 and number 38 will be my girlfriends when I get there. Yeah, go to my Facebook page if y'all want to vote for the top 10. But once the top 10 gets here, we're bringing it to YouTube. I'm going to have each finalist, the top 10 finalists, make a 1-minute video introducing themselves, where they're from, if they want to get dressed up, whatever they want to do, and why they should be Miss Sunshine Shoulders. I'm going to put it on the YouTube, and then I'm going to have you guys vote. You can vote as many times as you want in the comments. Oh, yeah, Rams and Dodgers, yes. She was always bathing in the good water, but then they got lazy and started putting in that regular water, and that's how she got sick. Mr. Vegas said a couple of the pageant contestants are stunners, man. They look even better in person, man. That's the thing. But he says, Wang Hung Lo says someone said they don't change the filters for the big bottles, but I've never had any problems, man. I promise you. Eric says, is the water safe to drink or do you boil it? No, this water that I buy from the filtering place, we drink it right out of the filter. I make my coffee with this, brush my teeth with this. You're not going to have any problems with this. Do not drink it right out of the, don't use that water for anything but to take a bath, really, out of the faucet. Brad Jones says, I vote for Mira. Well, it's going to be a little different. You see her in person. She's, trust me. Hey, Eves Gabriel said, congrats on the house and the beauty pageant. Ladies are beautiful. Thank you, man. It's just something I wanted to mix it up a little bit and have some fun and help people at the same time. Man, it's getting dark over here. They're talking about they're going to go to some extreme measures to try to control this COVID now, guys. I promise you. They're talking about some draconian measures. Terry Dale said, how many from San Carlos? I'm going to say half. Christina Sampson said, Cal, what Facebook page? The Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. Yeah, see, my Facebook page, see these haters, the guys that y'all talk about, they never mention the Facebook, Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. They conveniently leave that out. That's the Facebook page that's dedicated solely to helping Filipinos during the pandemic, but they never mention that. You know, they always insinuate stuff. But yeah, Christina, go there. Travel Boy said, where do you get that United States USSF shirt from? I got it from Sam Champion. He sent me this, an Army shirt, and another military shirt. I won't wear them out in the street, though, because people always think I'm in the Army anyway. And the bad guys may think they get extra points by knocking me off. Yeah, Michael Dorsonville. I mean, because he's a coward. Why he's not showing his face? Because somebody slapped his face. Adam Chenwood said, that's what I want. When I ask for something, I want a queen who isn't going to give me the third degree about who, what, when, where, why. I don't want to waste energy trying to sell myself to her. See, that's what I like about over here. My girlfriend's in her sleep. That's why otherwise, if I say, hey, honey, I need the money for the water, she'd have made a beeline here. Hey, honey, make my tea like she does on my coffee or whatever, man. It's, you know, it doesn't mean they're less than, man. It's just their culture. Like I said, I came over here. I liked it. And I was like, well, hell, I'm going to move over here. I like this a whole lot better than what I'm getting. Hell, I asked my wife, my American wife that I was married to for 18 years, I'm hungry. Well, get in there and fix your, you know, I'm tired. Get in there and fix your plate yourself. I'm not your slave and all of that old foolishness. And now we've been married for 18 years and then, hey, give me something. That's all you want is sex. After 18 years? Hell, just that kind of stuff. You get tired of that. Hey, TJ Johnson, what's going up? What's going on? He says, man, been waking up real late all vacation. I missed these live streams almost entirely. Well, hell, you basically on vacation over here now, brother. I don't blame you. But yeah, check out that beauty pageant. Let me know what you think. Okay, John Calder says, I've lived in the Philippines for 12 years now, and I've drank the tap water all the time. Let's see. What's he saying? That he doesn't get sick? Yeah, he says never had a problem. Okay. Yeah, you probably have gotten, used to it. But it depends on where you live, too. The quality of the water is different, man. I'm going to tell you. Adam Chilton said, when I ask for 50 pesos, just give me the pesos. Don't debate me. Oh, yeah. Because, see, one thing I didn't like about my American wife, man, we've been together 18 years. It was always her money and my money. It was always separate, man. I never got used to that. Eves Gabriel said the haters are miserable. Yeah, they're cowards. I mean, I don't get it. Why pick on little guys like me anyway? Most of us are little guys. I got 20,000 subscribers. I mean, I'm thankful for the 20 I've got. But you got guys like Jake Paul and all them guys. Man, go pick after them guys. They're earning millions of dollars on YouTube. And you get a guy like me who earning a few hundred. I mean, come on, man. I mean, y'all gotta be better than that. Hey, TJ Johnny said, "What's up, NTZ and company?" Terry Dale said, "I'm accepting application from all the contestants." Man, some of these women look good on there. Brad Jones says, "Pay the cost to be the boss." Well, I guess it just goes along with the territory. I don't mind it. Yeah, road to the Philippines. Wives in the United States. Her money is her money, and your money is her money, and all that foolishness, man. I don't put up with it no more. I haven't put up with it, and now that I found this over here, I won't put up with it again. You can call me weak. Oh, you can't get a fine woman in the United States. Well, so what? I can get a fine woman over here, and I got one. I don't have nothing to prove to you guys, man. In those days it's over. Oh, you can't make it in America. Okay, well, that's what you think. Well, I'm over here where the temperature is at least 82 degrees every day. My rent's $170. I can build a new house for $20,000 and be done with it. I got a beautiful woman in there 20 years younger than me. I ain't got nothing to prove. Hell, I should be talking about you over there. Like, why I was watching 48 Hours Mystery the other day. This is the type of stuff I don't like over there. Now, here's a lady that she's married, separated from her husband, and she's dating and living and sleeping with another man. And he's happy with the girl. He tells his family, oh, she's the best I've ever had and all this. Meanwhile, she's married. The husband gets jealous and kills the man. I don't want that, man. Brad Jones says, I like to be the boss, but the women in the West are impossible to deal with. I don't deal with them. Rams and Dodgers fans said, hating doesn't make sense. Use your energy to lift others up. It will lift you up too. Absolutely. That's a principle, and that's irrefutable, what you said, Rams and Dodgers fan. And it takes the same energy to love as it does to hate. Why are you going to waste that energy, man? I don't get it. Smoky Mountain Milan said, American Woman, Get Away From Me. I like that song. Guess who? Yeah. TJ Johnson said, man, tell all the contestants from Davao City and nearby that they got to apply in person to your affiliate in Mindanao for verification. I was shocked I didn't get as many contestants as I thought I was going to get. I'm really shocked. Believe it or not. But, there's this foolish pride over here, and I don't, that's who they are. CS says, Calvin living his best life. Guys talking bad. Can't hold back their jealousy. Yeah, and that's all it is, what else could it be? I don't understand it. Mr. Vegas said, U.S. women think they are the prizes of the world, so they say we can't get an American woman. It's just self-delusion. That's all it is for me. American women, Americans, period. We make up 4% of the world's population. So you figure it's about 50-50 over there. So 2%, I'm supposed to limit myself to 2% of the women, 2% of the world's population of women. I'm supposed to limit myself to that and say, because I can't get one of them, well, I guess I'm going to be miserable and lonely. No, I'm sorry. And whoever said American women are the prize, they're wrong. But that's the Kool-Aid, guys, that we've been drinking all our lives. If you can't make it in America, what's the difference? And all of that. Don't y'all know over here, there's 1.2 billion people in India. There's superstars in India that we've never heard of in America. But we think only the celebrities in America count. Only the sports stars in America count. Only the singers in America count. No, man. The world, man, is approximately 197 million square miles, man. I keep saying that all the time, guys. Oh, yeah, Cherry Dale, this contest could get huge, a yearly event. That's what I wanted to eventually do. This is the first one. We're going to learn, we're going to take our bumps and bruises. We'll learn, but one thing is, I'm not going to let them vote on Facebook anymore. I'm going to let them vote now to get the top 10. Once it gets to the top 10, I'm bringing it to YouTube. And I think starting next year, it's going to begin and end on YouTube. You can't really manipulate YouTube the way you can manipulate Facebook. See, it's unfair if somebody, and the guy told me, he said, well, what about the person that has, the contestant that has 5,000 Facebook friends and the contestant that has 100 Facebook friends? It's not fair. The real beauty, the winner, the real beauty queen is not going to win. Yeah, I love the child, Bollywood stars, but they've got stars over here. I mean, it's this thing about America being the greatest. And I love America, don't get me wrong, but man, you're drinking the Kool-Aid, guys, when you think stuff like that. Believe it or not, a man used to say, anybody who's making videos about Captain, it's a few people, man. They're sick, man. I want to address it. Frank Ellis said America is disillusioned. Yeah, if you think that all the best women are in America, and if that's the standard, well, you can drink that Kool-Aid if you want. I'm sorry, I'm not. Yeah, Smoky Mountain Molly says some of those knockouts have few votes. Crazy because it's on Facebook. But if they make it to the top 10, they'll get their just due then. Clayton Murray said, I want to visit India one day. That's a huge adventure sitting right there. Yeah, it's not that far from here. It's a lot of Indians in the Philippines. Yeah, TJ Johnson. He says, funny because you never see Colombians or Brazilians say, oh, you can't get a such and such woman. You never see these bad sisters in South Africa, Cape Verde, say that. Just Americans and Brits. Yeah, it's true, man. I don't get it. It's just so, what's the word? It's petty, first of all. And then, like I said, it's shallow to me. As if American women are the standard. You're crazy. There's nothing wrong with Americans. Some beautiful American women. I'm pretty sure there's good ones too. But shit, you think I'm going to limit myself to that? CS said I wouldn't go to India. Haha, that's not my cup of tea. Well, hell, but see, a lot of people say that, man. India is a beautiful place. But if all you're going to do is see what you see on the Western television, you're never going to even come over here. Road to the Philippines says, after being married and divorced twice and wasting over 25 years of my life, I went on a quest internationally to find a woman, and I found her in the Philippines. And that's all you can do, man. Go on a quest. What you got to lose? You can always go back and marry somebody else's ex-wife over in America. I don't want that anymore. I'm sorry. I love what John said. I've seen beautiful Filipinos that look the same as Indian women. Probably because it's a lot of Indians over here. They marry Filipinos and vice versa. But beauty is beauty, man. Gurkha Nan says India's so diverse, been twice. Yeah, I wouldn't knock it until I tried it. And man, Yusha says, hell, they right. I'm 48. I can't get a hot 25-year-old in America. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're weak because you can get a hot 25-year-old somewhere else. If I was a business, and I say this all the time, and I say, well, you know what, I'm gonna take my business to the Philippines because number one, the cost of doing business is cheaper, the labor is cheaper, and the profits is higher, you would call me a genius. But if I take myself, which is my business, and do the same thing, oh, I'm a loser. Well, which one is it? Am I a genius or am I a loser? Derek Greenway said, hey, Calvin, women from other countries know how to treat women. Know how to treat men. Yeah, it's a big, big difference, man. It's like this, I don't know the attitude, but it's so, that women in America now, and I'm just saying this, I'm on the outside looking in now, guys. I'm not over there. They want their cake and eat it too. Oh, I'm going to walk around naked, but you better not look at me, and you definitely better not say, oh, honey, you look good. Only I'm doing this for the men who I specifically want to hit on me or to find me attractive. I'm not doing it for all men. It's crazy, man. Brad Jones said number 17 all day. Okay, Nicholas Cherry, take care, man. I hope you help somebody before you get in bed. Christina Sampson says somebody's ex-wife, Cal. Why they gotta be someone's ex? Because that's how it works over in America. You think that you are with somebody nice, but she's already been married 2 or 3 times. But you're supposed to treat her like a 10. That's just how it is over there. Because divorce is so easy over there. See, it's not easy over here in other places, Christina, like it is in America. You can wake up one day and say, oh, well, irreconcilable differences. I want a divorce and get a divorce and go marry somebody else. I don't want that, Mr. Vega said, I'm 58. I'm in good shape. I don't lack money. I'm pretty sure I would qualify to be a rock star there too. And a lot of other places. But there's nothing wrong with that, Mr. Vegas. You want to be a rock star. Why you want to be treated like a damn Pookie in America when you can be treated like Elvis over here? I want Elvis. I want the Elvis treatment. I'm sorry. Christina Sampson says, I know I was raised in Florida. Yes, it's like that. I don't want that. And then men and women, we're equal, but we're not the same. Okay, now if you're a woman and you looking at this, listen to me very carefully. We're not the same. We're equal, yes, we're not the same. My wife, my American wife, wanted to do everything I did. Even to this day, she saw me start dating foreign women. She wanted to date foreign men. She saw I married a Filipino. She married an African. She's still doing that same stuff today. I told her, I said, hell, if I wanted a man, I would have married a man. You can't do everything that a man does. I can't have children. I can't deliver babies, okay? I can't carry a baby for 9 months. I'm not trying to be a woman. Niels Brown said feminists want full control of men in America. They don't want you to be happy anywhere without their approval. Yeah, and see, they're bringing that stuff over, trying to bring it up over here. All words. Yeah, the word that I hate more than anything right now in the world is exploited. Every I said G-O-T. It makes me so mad. Everybody's being exploited. And on some level, in the world, you think those guys making $30 an hour working on that assembly line at Ford Motor Company aren't being exploited? They are, okay. But that's the word that pisses me off more than anything. Everybody's being exploited on some level, man. Yeah, Mr. Vegas, I'm agreeing with you, brother. Yeah, I would love to have Elvis treatment and show my appreciation. Yeah, and I do. Why limit yourself to that? To a grain of sand. Literally, okay, look, I'm gonna show y'all something. You see this little, you can't even see it. That's Louisville, Kentucky, my hometown I grew up in. The world is this whole block, this whole street of mine. Why would I limit myself to this? That little dot right there. That's what we're doing. So if I can't get a woman here, I'm not supposed to, well, just make my hand the world. This is my hometown. So I'm not supposed to go out here and try to find a better job, a better business opportunity, better life, better woman. I'm supposed to just, there I am right there. There you are, guys. Y'all looking at me right now. Just miserable. That's why you miserable. Because you dating other people's women, driving used cars, doing the whole 9 yards. Brian Nichols said women in America walk away with cash and prizes after divorce. Yeah. King Hardy said men and women are equally important, but not equal. I just say we're equal. We're not the same, We have equal rights under the law. I can give you that. A man used to say, Calvin, can you be the expat in the Philippines? Only in America. See, an expat is somebody, a foreigner. He doesn't have to be in America. He can be in England. He can be in France. He loves Filipinos. He's got a profile on Filipino Cupid, but he'll never come over here. He'll never make that 18-hour trip. He'll never do the visa papers. He'll never meet the family. He doesn't even have a passport most of the time. Okay, but he waits until you bring Filipinos. He waits until we bring Filipinos over there, have our problems with them, and then he goes after them. See, that's a expat. That's a classic expat. He wants the next man's wife. He'll never make the sacrifices that you make to get the Filipino. But to Filipinos, they don't care. Because when they break up with you, they just want to stick a needle in your eye. They'll date, man, listen to me. They will date somebody on your job, in your community. They don't care. It don't matter to them. It's just another man to them. Okay? But yeah. Love Beat Music. Cal, he said, Brother Calvin, the popularity of this pageant, not contest, will put Sunshine Shoulders over the moon. You created a great escape for Filipinos during the most tragic time in our history. Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to do. Give somebody some hope in these old tragic times right now. And listen, 10,000 pesos for first prize. I guarantee you, look, John's wife said this yesterday at the resort. She said even real beauty pageants over here aren't giving 10,000 for the top prize. See? A man used to say most age gap in the U.S. are sugar daddy gold diggers. Not all, but largely. Yeah, and see, and even some of them develop into love, But over here, more than likely, you're going to get that love. Even though initially she's with you for the money and the visa, and there's nothing wrong with that in a better life. But eventually, at least, she's going to treat you right. She's going to take care of you, man. Not like over there. Thanks so much for the super chat, Ralph Lucas. He said, have you heard of Kevin Samuels and other channels like he is? Women are getting mad and trying to cancel him. Some women agree with Kevin and others. I've only heard of Kevin Samuels on my channel now, and I checked out a couple of his videos. I think he's like, he's for the men. Hell, we need guys for us. Aren't y'all tired of just standing there being used as a whipping post? Yeah. Thanks for the super chat. Ralph Lucas said Filipino P came up on mediocre tutorials and reviews channel, and the men went crazy and loved her Eastern culture. Yeah, and that's what it is. Women over here, They're options. They give us other opportunities. We don't have to stay on this little damn dot here, man. You know, it's okay to get out there. Yeah, we need Ralph Lucas. We need people that stand up and just going to tell you how it is. And they don't like people like him. They don't even like people like Sunshine Shoulders. That's going to tell you it's okay to come over here. It's okay to go to Thailand, different place, wherever they're going to celebrate you. You know, who wants to be with that foolishness over there? Chico Kiko says, I heard that many Filipinos are also experiencing mental health issues due to the lockdowns, uncertainty of what's to happen. The pageant, I hope, will be a distraction from what's happening. See, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, Chico Kiko. Be a distraction, because, yeah, we're suffering over here. I'm over here. And then when you put on top of it the monetary struggles, man, yeah. Jay Marco says, karaoke, he says, karaoke in the PI is fun, is watching sand at the beach. But for Filipinos, it's more than a pastime, guys. It's a way to deal with a lot of the anxiety, a lot of the depression, the suffering, and the struggling over here. Man, it's more than a pastime over here. A man used to say he has the next pet video already. That's why I was joking about. Yeah, a lot of my videos, guys, if you don't know, man, you go back and you want the real nitty gritty, man. It's there. You know, I Frank Ellis said Kevin got him running. They don't know what to do with him. Yeah, he's giving y'all the nitty gritty. He's telling the truth. Hey, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience. What's going on? He said, morning, Brother Calvin. Came to see what the word of the day is. We talking about next pets too, man. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. JL Mark 01. He said, for Sunshine, I will say Pino is a great singer. They got some great singers over here, but they got some wailers over here too that would drive you crazy. Mr. Vega said, Cal, can you do a video about next pet you haven't already? I have. And yeah, I have. But you got to watch out for the next pet over. I mean, when you bring your woman over there, man, he is a serious threat. Okay? Because, you know, when she gets to America, her Philippine support group's already going to tell her everything about her new life, you know, and then she's going to start looking at you. Well, she's really going to start looking at her other options after a while. Yeah, BJ, he said, I think Calvin's trying to tell us we don't have to settle for Rosie Palmer. I mean, I know guys over here. It's not just Sunshine Show. There's so many guys over here that are living the dream. I saw a guy yesterday, Bill. Man, his wife is one of my contestants, but she looks 10 times better in person than she does on that video. He's 66, she's 26. Guys, I'm telling you, you don't have to put up with that foolishness over there. And these are legitimate women. They're smart, they're intelligent, they're college educated, man, and they will care about you. Jeffrey Cheddar said, any word on Ricky and his family? They were here yesterday. They came bearing gifts yesterday. I was shocked. They bought us some type of potion, you know, because Filipinos, they got all these different potions and stuff. He gave us 2 bottles yesterday. Okay, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience says, hey, Calvin, I just got back from Cebu yesterday, and it made me remember all the reasons my wife and I came to Negros. Oh, yeah. Cebu. Now, did you go to Cebu City? Is that what you're talking about? Because it's just, Cebu is getting crowded. It's getting congested. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to love being in places like St. Carlos City, even Dumaguete. Shane Mulligan, I love your channel. You really do bring sunshine to people's lives. living the dream. Thank you, man. And that's all I tried to do. That's the reason I named it Sunshine Shoulders. I saw all the suffering going on around me, Shane, and I was like, what am I over here depressed about? At least I got a monthly income coming in. You know, I saw a little 4-year-old boy going around begging, man. It broke me down, man. I was like, well, shit. Sunshine Shoulders, man. I'm going to bring a little sunshine in the places where only darkness used to be. And, man, I hope I've been able to do that. TJ Johnson said karaoke is the truth over here. If you got a cutie from work or your social circle that's genuinely tough to crack, a few drinks and a few songs will really get her out of her shell. Absolutely. / close. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You got to come over here and get with the culture. If they want you to sing karaoke, man, and you see a little honey that you're trying to get next to, you sing a few songs, even if you don't sound right. Okay? It's going to help you, man. It's going to help you crack that shell. Siri K says, do you have to fight on? They probably do in there. No, I'm not talking about a man uses. I'm saying if you're talking about for the purpose of bringing someone solely for immigration purposes, yeah. Illegal in America too, but they have to prove it. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying when you bring your woman over, okay, you're a woman, because a lot of us, now, me, it was different. Me and my wife had been together for 4 years before I brought her over, but in most cases, it's not. Most of the guys, they come over the first time, they meet the girl, and they go back and start the process. You really don't know who you bringing over there, Amenusis, believe it or not. And that's what I'm saying. See, we don't know who we're bringing over for real. She says she loves us, but really she doesn't. She don't even know you. So when she gets over there and sees her other options, like when you come over here, it's going to be hard for you. I don't care how much you love your woman, for you to be faithful, because it's everywhere. It's going to be the same thing for her over there, guys. Believe it or not. And, you know, because she doesn't really know you, you know, when she goes to work or goes to places and they throwing arrows at her saying, oh, what are you doing with that old man? He can't help you. You know, I can help you better, you know. And they don't know that him driving that fancy car, he probably lives in the projects. They haven't been able to put 2 and 2 together yet. And they going to look at him like, oh, he's doing so much better. He's younger. Yeah, and they'll leave. See, that's an expat for you. He's a legitimate threat over there. Kevin Samuels is doing something right. He has 1.13 million subscribers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, that's why when people try to make me throw arrows at the Filipino P, I won't do it. She's successful, man. You know, I don't throw arrows at anybody, guys. I think she got like 80,000 subscribers. She does really, really well. You know, who am I to speak out against anybody? People try to get me to do that, and I won't do it. Paul Smith said, Frank Ellis, seriously, he's a character from the Living Color. And see, everybody has their, you know, opinion, and that's fine. Hey, JL Mark 01 said, love your channel now, Sunshine. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, if y'all want to vote for any of these ladies, go on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. That can only get them in the top 10, though. Then once they come to the top 10, the finals is going to be on my YouTube channel. Yeah, Smokey Mountain Molly, it's quality, not quantity, Calvin. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Road to the Philippines says, well, first, JL Mark 01 says Sunshine Women, the Philippines Open, man. I don't know. And I couldn't begin to tell you, man. It's just so, it's getting this new spike This new wave is bad over here, man. I'm telling you now. JL Mark 01. Thanks for that super sticker too, brother. But no, I wouldn't begin to tell you. They just set a record. Now, remember the pandemic started over here March of 2020. They just set a record for the highest recorded cases of COVID Friday, over 17,000. Then followed it up with almost 17,000 on Saturday. So, and then they're saying they're getting ready to use some draconian measures to stop this COVID over here. They're talking about intense lockdowns. It's getting ready to get crazy over here before it gets better. Yeah, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience is up to 547 subs, guys. Let's help him. Let's help him reach that 1,000. It's hard to do. He's got some good information, man. He's got some good videos. He's not as nitty gritty as me, but he still got good information. He's getting close. Let's get him to that 1,000 because it's hard to do. Once he gets close, YouTube will take over and help him. But we need to help him get close. Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience, he said, I think it'll be at least another year and a half before this pandemic is actually under control. I have to agree with you, but I would never say when it's going to open because it's getting worse, man. TJ Johnson said MECQ and the NCR through August. Yeah, but they're going to have to get worse than that because TJ, even though it's MECQ, they're saying it's much more movement going on up there than, MECQ in the past. And that's where they say the problem is. Jam Bam said contestant number 11. Yeah, there's some nice ones on there, guys. Frank Ellis said Filipino P is an acquired taste. She doesn't do it for me. I check her out once in a while. I saw what she did one on the red pill the other day. I did the red pill stuff the other day. I'm kind of interested to find out. I think she was interviewing a red piller. Yeah, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience. She said, wow, thanks, Brother Cal. Now, people did it for me, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience. I'm not doing anything that, that somebody didn't do for me. Believe it or not, Andy Omar did it for me. He was one of the guys who did it for me when I had like 500 something. He told people to go to my channel. I don't know if it was a setup to get me on the map, then attack me, but he did it. Andy Omar was Black American Expat Radio. It was Dr. Mike's TV. The first one, though, was Vagabond Awaits. Dan on Vagabond Awaits. He interviewed me when I first started and exposed me to his at that time he had 30,000 subscribers. I believe he's got over 50,000 now. So no, you're welcome, but no, they did it for me, brother. And once you get close to 1,000, if we could just go on there, look at your videos, subscribe to your channel, and just get you close, YouTube would take you and throw you out there. JL Mark 01, you're hitting on something here. He said, many expats were not happy buying homes before. All of a sudden, they wanted to buy there, realizing how wonderful the PI is. Absolutely. And pre-pandemic, no one ever even talked about permanent resident visas. Now, it's all the, rave now, all of a sudden. Everybody wants, because we were talking yesterday. We went to Small Fry Resort yesterday. And this is my tennis buddy, Doug. This is his place. He's from Canada, man. He's got a nice place. If you come to San Carlos, anywhere near San Carlos, go to his place, Small Fry Resort. Excellent food. But we were just talking about this yesterday. Because he said he went to places, he went to Thailand, Malaysia, but he decided to settle in the Philippines. See? But a lot of people wasn't even talking about staying here. We were talking about how Thailand, see, he was shocked when I told him Thailand had 39 million tourists in 2019. The Philippines only had 8 million. And this is what people are starting to realize. Man, you can really have a great time over here and not have to be running over foreigners everywhere else. I love LaChan said, my Sawa doesn't like singing karaoke, believe it or not. Well, a lot of Filipinos, they're shy, but man, you put that mic in front of them, they'll sing it. Wonders of Life said, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience videos are great. I find them informative. The markets and restaurants that he visits are great. See, that's what I'm saying. He gives you some good information. But a lot of times when you're down there at 500, people don't know you even exist. YouTube isn't, because YouTube really isn't making any money off of it. But once you reach that 1,000, well, they really are, but not as much as when you become monetized. So once you get close, they'll take you and throw you out there to people. They'll put you in that algorithm. Mr. Vega said, Vagabond Awake has vegan face and vegan teeth. He needs to eat a steak and lift some weight. He's in great shape. Dan is. And like I said, that's your opinion, but I'm going to tell you, he's living a life, man. And he's got a beautiful, I think she's from Singapore or Taiwan, one of the places. And wherever he goes, she meets him there and different places like that. But yeah, Dan, he's really living the life, man. I can't take anything away from him. Believe it or not. Yeah, JML Marco 1, he said, Jess from San Gabriel, California, he said, no matter how we feel about Thailand, Vietnam, or Malaysia, the PI is for us. And if you want to visit those places, guys, you better visit them first. Because if you come here to the Philippines first, you're not going to make it to those places. Yeah, guys, I'm going to get off here. They said the fight's getting ready to start. Daryl Foreman says, thank you, brother. He said, I enjoy Brother Calvin's channel. He talks to you, and you feel as though you are having a conversation. He talks to people, and you can relate to things he's talking about. Thank you, man. And we were raised to be real. That's the only thing I know. Some guy wrote me, and I was humbled by this, but shocked. He said, man, I didn't think you were going to reply to my email. He said, because a lot of those guys that got 20,000 more subscribers, they don't reply back to you. I'm like, huh? I said, I'll never do that. I don't care how big I get. If you send me an email, I'm going to reply. And sometimes I miss the comments, but an email, no. He said I was shocked. And one guy said he was shocked that I replied to him on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook. No, man, I'm not like that. I'm sorry. Hey, thanks, bro, to the Philippines for that super chat, Danny, man. He said, hey, Calvin, time for me to call it a night. I have to jump on that all too familiar American hamster wheel. 16-hour shift tomorrow for me. Wow. Once again, thanks for the shout out. You deserve it, man. And when you get close, we're going to push you over, man, because you deserve it, man. You got a channel that a lot of us regular Joes can relate to. And you hilarious, man. You don't even know it. But thanks, brother. Go on and get there because that's 16 hours, man. I'm asleep. I'll get a massage for you, brother. I'm going to promise you. I will. I'm going to tell my girl to give me a massage for Danny tomorrow because he's got a 16-hour chill. And she'll do it. Hey, don't make me roll out of it. He said, chat later, guys. I'm watching in the background. Chat later. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, guys, I'm going to get off here. If you're in America, thank you for your super chats, your super stickers. Let's get 200 thumbs up at least because the fight's coming on. I want y'all to go and see that. I can't compete with Pac-Man. Trust me. Butch Helton said, no Filipinos here. They all watching fight. I'm ready to go watch it. But if you're in America, it's already late, guys. I hope you help somebody before you got into bed. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you going out to get something to eat before the Pac-Man fight starts. And you see somebody in the street Buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. In the Philippines, it's 12 noon. We got the whole rest of the day. Let's help somebody today, foreigner or local. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Niles Brown said, what medical insurance do you recommend best for traveling to the Philippines? At least have, if you're going to come here for vacation, at least have travel insurance. But they got Pacific Cross. They've got, if you're here after 59 days, you qualify for the, you travel, wait, guys. I'm replying to my engineer. You qualify for the field health, but if you plan on coming here, I would get something. But I really don't have, I've got field health because outpatient care here is cheap. Now, once I'm finished with this house and I can afford it, I'm going to get me something that offers me evacuation, medical evacuation. But thank y'all so much, man. 3 more thumbs up before I get off here. Of course, I got to play my theme song before I get off here. Go get me something to eat. And I appreciate if y'all go and give those young ladies some support on the Facebook. And then once they get to the top 10 will be here next Friday. After that, I'm bringing them on YouTube and you can vote for your favorites. But give them some support, guys, because they need it. 3 more thumbs up, guys. Let me get 200. Okay, Cal Deadman, you watching the fight?
Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty.
2 more thumbs up, guys.
Boots on the ground.
All right, there you go. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I'm going to have an update on the house today. I'm going to go over there after I get finished eating. The guys are going to be mad at me. I didn't bring them beer yesterday. But I'll bring it to them tomorrow. Hell, if they don't show up for work Tuesday, it's not my fault. Take care, everybody. Thank y'all so much for everything.